Hi! This week we are working with William Shakespeare. Come on, have a look. This is a tray I've got. Look. William Shakespeare was born in Stratford-upon-Avon. That is the name of the city in England. It is the city on the River Avon. He was born in 1564 on the 26th of April. He married Anne Hathaway. He went to London and there he worked as an actor. In 1593 there was a plague, a disease that killed many people, so all the theaters had to close down. In 1599, Shakespeare and his company of men built the Globe, the theater. He wrote more than 38 plays, including comedies with happy endings, like A Midsummer Night's Dream, tragedies like Romeo and Juliet, historical plays, and he also wrote sonnets. These are short poems. He died in 1616 on the 23rd of April at the age of 52. Look, have a look at this book I have. This is his home. And there you have a photograph of his bedroom. I also have, this is the grammar school he attended. And this is probably his classroom. This was his classroom. Look at the desk, look at the classroom at that time, in the past. Look at the architecture of the place. Look at these logs they used to build houses. They look so nice. And over here I have the Globe. This is how the Globe looked from the inside. And this is a picture of the Globe from the outside. Look, I have this tray with his birthplace. I have this souvenir I bought at that place when I was lucky to visit it. This is Anne Hathaway's cottage. It's a lovely place. Look at the photograph I took. This and this. Can you see how they build the cottages with using the wooden logs? This is his birthplace. This lovely place to visit. It is a museum now. Tourists can visit it, but you cannot take pictures inside. Now, let me show you a model of the theater, the Globe, that I made for you. Come and have a look. This is the Globe. This is how it looked like in the past. It was circular and it had this organization. Let me explain. Come and have a look. You need to remember that theaters in the past, at the time of Shakespeare, they were not what theaters are like now. You need to remember this. This is a very important concept. A theater, at that time, Shakespeare's theater was a theater not of action, not of illusion, but of language or poetry. So the use of language was very important because they had no sets, no curtains, no women could perform. Only men and boys played all the parts. The costumes were only for the main characters, not for all the actors. The audience were standing at the central hall. Here, this is the stage. Many people stood in front of the stage in the central hall, or they could be seated in the galleries around the side. Can you see the seats? Music was also very important because the music and the sound effects created the atmosphere, and of course language was very, very important. Come and have a look at the theater. I will show you. Look at the architecture, the logs they used to build it. Now, I will share with you part of a play. The name of the play is As You Like It. And the famous part in this play, it is called The 7 Ages of Man. Before I read it to you, have a look at the different stages. You have the infant. Shakespeare says that the infant is always mewling, that is crying and puking, being sick, not feeling well. Then he mentions the schoolboy whining, always protesting, complaining, creeping, moving slowly like a snail, unwillingly to school, not wanting to go to school, with his satchel, with his kind of school bag. Next comes the lover, sighing like furnace. This is the sigh, sighing like furnace, like fire, full of ballads, sad ballads for his mistress, for his lover. Then comes the soldier, full of oaths, full of rude words, bearded like a part, like a priest, seeking the bubble reputation. I love this phrase, bubble reputation. Then comes the justice, with his fat belly, as fat as a chicken, full of sauce, full of wise proverbs. Next, the pantaloon, lean, thin, slippered, wearing slippers, with spectacles and nose. These are the spectacles. And with big pantaloons, big trousers, because his body has shrunk, because the person is getting old, but with big manly voice, full of experience. And finally, the last one is the last sin of all. Second, childishness, full of oblivion, forgetfulness, and sons without teeth, without anything. Now, I will read it to you. Come here, have a look. It goes, all the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms, and then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail unwillingly to school. And then the lover, sighing with furnace, with a woeful ballad made to his mistress' eyebrow. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths, and bearded like the part, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth. And then the justice, in fair round belly with good capon line, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. The 6/8 shift into the linen slipper pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side. His youthful hose well sailed the world too wide, for his shank and his big manly voice, turning again toward childish treble pipes or whistles in his sound. Last scene of all, that ends his strange, eventful history, is second childishness and mere oblivion, sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. Well, I hope you enjoy Shakespeare as much as I do. Bye-bye.